So this can take a little bit of time to roll out to your students, but it is totally worth it. And if you do it little by little, it really pays off in the long run. So when you're introducing the title, students go through and just look at what the title is of the document and they circle it. And then they go through and find any headings that there might be and do the same thing, mark up those headings, read what they are. This is just the previewing of the text. So there's not any headings that I'm seeing here. I notice I have a lot of bullet points, but no headings, so I don't have to worry about it. I also don't have any images, so I'm not going to worry about that. Then I look at every first sentence. So I'm going to go through each paragraph and just look at the first sentence. And you can either have them highlight but they're just going through and reading it and highlighting. Because this kind of gives them a preview of what the passage is going to be about. I would give them specific directions that they do not need to highlight each of those bullet points. So that part's taken care of. Then I'm going to look at vocabulary. Now, if there's vocabulary that I went ahead and taught ahead of time, I'm going to say, okay, I want you to skim the passage really quick and see where that vocabulary shows up. So maybe we talked about what does the word liberty mean, and they see that and they circle it. Maybe pursuit is probably one that they don't see necessarily in 5th grade. And this is the Declaration of Independence. I should have said that at the beginning. This is the Declaration of Independence, but I used brisk to put it at a lower grade level so it was more accessible to my students. And so those are probably the big words that I would focus on with my students. I would also maybe look at the word justice and talk about that. So they've gone through now and looked for those vocabulary words and circled them. And then end of passage or within passage questions. So I have these and I would just go through and I would have students read them. Doing this the first time, I usually have different students read the questions, but as we get in the habit of knowing how to do this is something that I would make a do now, is to have students do the Thieves process when they first come into the classroom. And then the summary is just what students think it's going to be about. So I like to try to leave a spot that's easily accessible. So I'm going to say something like, and when students get stuck and they're like, I don't know how to make a summary of something that I didn't read, just encourage them that it's a one short sentence of what is to come. So, and if you're stuck, then go back through and look at what you highlighted. So when people live together in a group or country, sometimes they need to make their own rules instead of following the rules of the group that they were in before. Everyone is equal. Governments have been around for a long time, shouldn't be changed for small or big reasons. So because of that information that I've gathered, and I know this word independence means that you are independent from other people, right? You are alone, or you're apart, set apart. I'm going to just write a quick summary prediction to say, a group of people want to explain why they want independence. And that's it for that Thieves strategy. So it's all just pre-reading.